Hi, I'm here with Katie. No, and Katie is nervous of having her harness put on. It's not something that's unusual. Lots of dogs struggle with the concept of putting their head through something. Katie is a particularly nervous dog, so it doesn't surprise me that she's uncertain of this piece of equipment. Several things that we can do to help with this: rubbing some food onto the harness to encourage her to investigate the smell, which she's more than happy to now kind of be around the harness and not try and avoid it so much, whereas before she'd really shy away. Step 2, start feeding your dog through the whole of the harness. For some dogs, if they find this really stressful, you can just buy a harness with a chest plate that you can then just clip over them to avoid that whole issue of having to put their head through. But if you want to use one of these harnesses, it's a rough wear harness, it's a really nice harness, really comfortable, then we do need to explain to the dogs that actually it's okay to put your head through. So we're going to start by feeding her through the harness and then bringing our hand closer and closer, and eventually so that she's having to put her head through. Over and over again, reinforcing the dog putting their head into the harness. So we're building a positive association, we're pairing the stimulus that she's concerned with some food. Eventually we will change the association of this, meaning it's a positive thing. That's it, good girl. Okay. Over and over again. We're at the stage now where Katie is actually okay to put it on a certain amount of the way. Good girl. But she does suddenly back away if we push her too far. Be mindful of that in our dogs. Okay. So ideally, and what I will continue to do, is to take this really slowly. Good. So I'm going to start gradually making it so that her head comes further and further through. Come on then. Good. We can also eventually put this on cue. Harness or suit up or whatever. But she's only being fed for putting her head through. Come on in. You can lower her through. Good. Sometimes take it back a step as well and actually feed them all the way through the harness again. Okay. Yes. Good girl. Yes, that was nice because she put her head all the way through. She took it straight out again. It's fine, no big deal. Okay. Yes. Good. And now it's on. I'm going to feed her for it being on. Good girl, Katie. I'm going to bring her back to the carpet because I don't want it scraping along the floor and that concerning her. Good girl. I've then got food in my hand. Good girl. It's okay. Good girl. And I'm going to comfort her while it's on. Such a brave girl, Katie. I'm going to get some more food. Well done, Katie Boo. Well done, Katie Boo. And I'm just going to let it sit there for a while. Okay. And then I'm going to take it off. Good girl. And then I'm going to ask her to put it back on. She's not sure, that's okay. Like I say, don't rush it. No. Come on. Katie. So I'm going to take it back a step and just feed her here. Good girl. Not sure, that's okay. And again, things like this you can't rush. Okay. But I want it to be her choice. Good girl. So because she's showing me that she's far more nervous about it now. No. Good girl. I'm going to take it back a step and just expect her to just pop her head close to it. Good girl. Make it easier for her. Good girl, Katie. Very good. Good. So that she trusts me to know, actually, I'm not just going to whack it on you and force you. Good. Good job. Good girl, Katie. Very good. Come in. Okay. Now, ordinarily, if you're just doing this at home, you could stop now and just say, okay, and then put the harness away. But I'm going to try again to see whether we can get a good girl. Okay. Good girl. It's okay. Good girl. Good girl. Good. You're not sure, huh? Good job. Good girl. Very good. Done, Katie. Good girl. Good. Slowly, slowly catch your monkey. Come on. Katie. Good. Good job. You're such a clever girl. Good girl. Come on. So what I can then do is have a couple of treats in my hand, ready to do a quick fire release of treats. So she comes through. Good. 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 Good girl, Katie. Good. Good girl. Good job. Good. Good girl. Good girl. Come here. Come here. Come here. It's okay. Good girl. Good girl, Katie. Well done. Good girl. She's wagging her tail. Good girl. I'm proud of you. Okay. We would do that over and over again. And we would start getting the dog used to having it on. Good girl. And taking it off. And having it on. And taking it off. Oh, look at you. In your pretty pink. In your pretty pink harness. You look lovely, Katie. Look at that. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. I'm so proud of you. Look, we got it on, huh? Good girl. Okay. So take your time with your dogs if they're unsure of a piece of equipment. Good girl. Good girl, Katie. And then we could take it off and we could put it back on. Take it off, we could put it back on. The next day we might just expect it to take the food from near it. Okay? And obviously make sure that you also pair the harness with meaning going out, because Katie loves going out on a walk. Don't you, Katie? You're a good girl. You a good girl? Are you good? Yes, you are good. Okay, so that is one of the ways that we can start working on a dog being able to put their harness on. Good girl. But each step would be done very slowly, several sessions, several days of several sessions to get to the point where you can clip it on. I have enough of a connection with Katie now to know that actually it's okay for me to try and put this harness on. but it is something that I still do with her every single day, because I want it to work for her owners. I want her to be able to understand it's no big deal to put my head inside the harness. Okay. Good girl. We can also do other things with her, like feeding her in like a deeper bowl so that she's actually okay with putting her head into something, because that's part of it with Katie. I think she worries about, oh, what's going on, she's nervous, you know, so she's very unsure about things like that, new sensations like that. So yeah, that's what we've been doing with Katie today. Good girl. Say bye, Katie.